like 7:05 to 8, somewhere in that time frame. Most of it.
Yeah, I'd say too, if you want to get your questions in, you can feel free to text them now. I'll start stashing them up. Try to get them to it. First come, first serve.
I'm so excited for her. I woke up today and I was like, this is going to be a good day because Psychic Tiffany's on. And I didn't even know what I want to ask her yet. I'm just so excited.
I like it because we don't really do anything. We just kind of, hey, you're on with Psychic Tiffany. Go ahead. It's a beautiful day for us. It's a real easy work day.
Happy Thursday.
Let's dive into this one. Mailbag situation from Playhouse family member Lindsay. She says, my husband's ex-wife is going through some tough times, and he ran something by me that I said I had to think about, so I figure I'll ask you guys. He asked if we should let her stay with us until she gets back on her feet. There's no kids involved or anything. It would just be the three of us in our home for a few months, maybe while she figures some things out. It seems like a mature, kind person thing to do, but also this woman used to be married to my husband and would be living under my roof. What would other people do? So, husband apparently still has some, I don't want to say feelings, but empathy for his ex-wife. She's going through some stuff, and he wants to offer that she stays with him and his current wife, Lindsay. Should that fly? The funny thing is, if there was kids involved, it would make more sense to me. I'm going to help the kids get back on her feet, come stay with us, you get to spend some time with the kids. That would have made sense to me. This seems very odd.
Maybe she doesn't really have anybody else. You know what I mean? I don't know. I get the point that maybe it's just she's struggling and he wants to help. And if they have, enough trust in their relationship and in each other, and that they know that this is strictly just helping out a friend, maybe set some boundaries, I think it would work out fine. I don't think it's so
you'd be okay with Tyler's ex staying in your house?
Yeah, in the basement. Locked in a bedroom.
Would you really be okay with it? Because I don't think I can envision you being kosher with that idea.
Okay. Me personally, probably not, but I would recommend other people to do it. And the reason I couldn't do it is because I am not that good of a person when it comes to letting stuff like that slide. But there are more mature people out there who have, been able to work past situations. I would just be like, no, you can't. But I also have his exes are not great. This woman sounds like she's okay.
When I look at this, here's what I see. She says, being a mature and kind person. The fact you're even slightly debating this tells me that you are
those things.
You are that already. So don't even. The fact you took the time to send us a mailbag situation and ask, would you do this? I think shows us right now you are that. There's other ways I think you can help. I don't know what your financial situation is or anything too. I don't know.
Kick her a few bucks, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Help co-sign on a rent or something. Maybe that's a terrible idea too, but a lot of apartments would like $600 and you get the first month free. Do you do something like that? That gives her a month. There's one thing that does alarm me with this. If you decide to go through with it, I'm going to say I'll make the stand and say I'm against it. But there's one thing I don't like on here. She says a few months. So right there, you already don't have a timetable.
You got to be gone by this day.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a 3-month lease.
You have an open time frame right there. A few months. Sure, is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 8? Is a year? I mean, what is a few months? If you do decide that you are going to do this, I don't know anyone that I would say 2 months max if you would go with this.
At the risk of seeming like a completely cold and callous person, I'm okay with it. I think that, seeing as there's no children involved here, which I think is a completely different conversation, that when you divorce somebody, your care and concern for their day-to-day life and their financial situation, unless you're court ordered to give a crap, is done. I don't think it's your problem. He divorced her. He's remarried to you. There's no children involved. As she gets back on her feet, that's what friends and family are for, not your ex-husband. You go to your friends and family if you need some help.
But what if they were friends?
Perhaps.
You know what I mean? Like, what if he was her only friend? What if they left the relationship on good terms?
Then they should still be married. And maybe that's
Fair
what'll
enough.
happen when he comes and moves in with her, with Lindsay's husband and her.
This is it does. I'm curious why she fell off her feet too. Like, it just says hard times, and I know we don't know that,
Yeah.
but there's different types of hard times. There's getting fired from your job, and
Drugs,
right? Then
alcohol.
there's things you, I think, put yourself in situations.
Prostitution.
Those things.
Probably afford an apartment then.
Well, right.
It's not prostitution. 237
Not that
hits.
lucrative business.
There's good money in that. I had to get through college. This was not getting a scholarship. What are you thinking? Do you think that she should let her husband's ex move in?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I would have some questions for my friend if they let a husband's ex live in their home.
Yeah. It is a very peculiar situation. It almost sounds like an outlandish sitcom. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like a TV show.
Kind of does.
Three's Company, 2020.
Yeah. I just feel bad because you don't know. It's like it must be really hard and she must be extremely desperate to go to her ex-husband, or she's being manipulative and going to try and get him back. It's one of the two.
I hope it's that one.
Me
Would
too.
that be fun? Do you think she should let her ex-husband or her husband's ex-wife move on in with them? Basically, her husband's ex-wife, they have no children together, has gone through some hard times, and hubby wants to offer for her to move on in. 237 it's text 35 270, Twitter, Snapchat at 194 Playhouse.